Imagine growing up without the most important thing a child needs: genuine parental love. Not hatred, not violence, not shouting, but the quiet absence of warmth, safety, and emotional presence. That invisible emptiness follows you into adulthood like a silent shadow. And today, we're talking about the real psychological impact this leaves on a person's entire life. Lack of love doesn't always look dramatic. Most often, it hides in subtle moments. A parent who is physically there, but emotionally unreachable. A child who feels unseen, unheard, unimportant. This emotional neglect leaves deep scars, the kind you don't notice from the outside, but they shape everything on the inside. It can show up as emotional distance. A parent who never validates feelings. Constant criticism. Love given only as a reward. The child learns, I must earn love. I don't deserve it just for being myself. And it's important to understand. Parents who act this way often weren't loved themselves. They repeat an unconscious pattern, not out of hatred, but because they never learned how to love. So what happens to a child who grows up unloved? We usually see low self-worth, persistent self-doubt, fear of abandonment, avoidance of intimacy, emotional suppression, perfectionism or total paralysis, a constant search for validation. Inside, that inner child keeps whispering, am I enough? This childhood pain grows into adult attachment styles. Anxious attachment, please don't leave me. Avoidant attachment, don't come too close. Two very different reactions coming from the same wound. Children who aren't allowed to feel, stop feeling safely. They hide sadness, anger, fear, even joy. As adults, this becomes burnout, physical tension, psychosomatic pain, emotional numbness. The heart learns to protect itself by shutting down. Unloved children grow into adults who overwork to feel worthy, chase unavailable partners, fear making mistakes, depend on external approval, live with an internal critic harsher than any parent. Life becomes a constant battle against their own past. They often choose partners who recreate the same emotional distance they felt as kids. Not because they want pain, but because it feels familiar. The nervous system confuses familiarity with love. Even when successful, they feel like frauds. Their achievements don't matter. Their wins feel accidental. Inside lies a voice saying, you're not good enough. Someone will expose you. This emptiness is the silent hallmark of childhood emotional neglect. A sense of not knowing who you truly are. Feeling meaningless. Temporary highs can't fill the original void. Healing begins when you finally say, yes, this hurt me. You allow yourself to feel what you were never allowed to feel. Acknowledging the wound is the beginning of transformation. You start observing yourself. Why do I react this way? Why do I choose certain people? Where does my fear come from? Which needs of my inner child are still unmet? This self-awareness rewires your life. Writing your feelings helps you reconnect to parts of yourself long silenced. It reveals triggers, patterns, hidden wounds. A journal becomes a mirror reflecting your inner world. Replace self-criticism with kindness. Talk to yourself the way a loving parent would. Say the words you needed to hear years ago. I'm here for you. You matter. You are enough. This is how you reparent yourself. Boundaries are not walls. They're self-respect. Learn to say, no. This doesn't work for me. My feelings matter. Supported. Seen. Safe. Rebuild self-worth. Therapy gives the inner child what they were denied. No matter what your childhood looked like, you deserve love, safety, connection, simply because you exist. Healing is not about erasing the past, but becoming someone who no longer lives in it. Childhood neglect is not a life sentence. It's an invitation to grow, to heal, to create a different future for yourself. You are worthy. You are enough. And you have the power to give yourself the love you never received. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to keep growing with me, consider subscribing. This community is built for people who want to think deeper and live smarter. If this video brought you value, a simple like helps it reach someone who might need it today. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Your insights help shape the next videos.